Hey guys, good morning or good evening. I hope you're doing well. I'm coming straight out of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. It's 7 a.m. right now, and we should be live, hopefully, if everything is going great. As usual, tell me if the audio quality and the screen quality is good for you, so I know I'm not fucking this one up, because I'm not that perfect at live streaming. I'm here to ask any of your questions, and depending on how many questions you have, I'll be staying here for 30 to 60 minutes. It's my way of just hanging out with you guys, and if you need to help you. So ask me anything while you're here. And if you want to work more closely with me, you have like a link here, qualitygains.com, where you can essentially sign up, and it's like $9 to start, like to go with an exclusive group and have a good time. Yep. Got some great coffee in a glass cup right here. Yep, and we seem to be going live right now. Good morning viewer that just arrived. If you have any questions regarding fitness, nutrition, mindset, and health, you can post it down below in the live chat. If you want to get help, let me know where you're from, so I can know where you are from. I'm right now in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, enjoying my time down here in Southeast Asia with a ton of work. Just changing this one right here. Perfect. So I just fixed this. $9. Nice. So I actually want to review like the Frank Tufano video, but I had some problems with the audio capture. Again, then I don't like this live streaming sometimes really sucks. So right now I'm just doing an Ask Me Anything. If you want to have your questions answered regarding your fitness, nutrition, mindset, and health, I'll probably be staying here today a little bit shorter, for the reason that I have to go to the gym afterwards. I have to find a great gym down here in Vietnam to get my training in, and it's only like 7 a.m. in the morning. So let's check if you guys have any question. If you will be down to, like, I'm currently working on a video about Arnold Schwarzenegger, so you guys need to be there's like a cool video coming out tomorrow, probably in your time zone, about Schwarzenegger and his take on veganism. Is Schwarzenegger a vegan or is he not? And the answer will likely shock you. Yeah, quite cool. So let's check if we are live right now. Give me a sense that you're a live viewer, because I usually don't know if, because I get like a yellow or an orange type of live, so I'm not sure if I'm doing this shit here correctly. Let's just check. Yes, you seem to be going live right now. Perfect. So what can I help you with? If you need your questions answered, just post them down below. As simple as that. So we tend to get some traction here. Good morning, guys. I hope you're doing great. I'm coming straight out of Vietnam. Sorry for the echo in this room. I have to be in a private room right now because there's actually a co-working space just right there on the other side. But just right now there's cleaning stuff coming. It's only like 7 a.m. Down here, so I have to do what works right now. So I want to be this like kind of ask me anything thing. This is like your chance of getting free consultation when it comes to fitness, nutrition, mindset, health, veganism. So if you have any questions, you can post them down below. I'll be here responding them for you. I actually planned this to be like a Frank Tufano debunked video, but I just got like problems with the video capture, like with the audio capture of the screen in the last second. So I just thought let's make this an Ask Me Anything. Let's make this an Ask Me Anything again. But one of the very great news that we had, like in a couple of days, this channel has been growing very fast. Quality Gains is growing quite fast. Like we had, but in the last days, we had like every single day we had 30 new subscribers. And if I think back, this is like, or like just the sum of it, it's like in 3 days it's nearly 100 new subscribers. And if we continue to grow like that, we'll probably surpass like 9,000 subscribers in the next 2 to 3 days, which is quite awesome. I mean, if I think back, it only took me it took me like 1 month to get my first 30 subscribers, which is, I mean, YouTube is kind of a love-hate relationship with me, because I remember when I started out with YouTube, I'm going a little bit off track here, but I checked Social Blade this morning and I realized that damn, we're growing very fast right now. But like when I first started YouTube, I think at the end of 2015, I think I started like in October, November. My goal was to get 100,000 subscribers until the end of 2015, which was a ridiculous goal, which was a very ridiculous goal. And I realized that this is not as easy as I promised, and at the end of 2015 I made a video about that. I had like 30 subscribers, which means that my goals were way out of whack, so that didn't make any sense. But right now we're growing very fast, so we got like the thing that took me like 2 to 3 months probably to get just 3-4 years ago. Now I got in 1 day, which is quite awesome. Man, this coffee is just what I need right now. Okay guys, let me know where you are from. Post it down in the top chat. Last time I checked, it's free to post. If you want to have your questions answered, do this right now. Otherwise, I'll probably just be staying here for like 20-30 minutes, because I don't want to be this like a long monologue. And just check in next week again. I'm planning to have like Red Bull Vegan on this podcast. Probably like Charlie again, and maybe even like Ken Chervivore would be awesome. So to have some guys on this live stream where you guys can ask questions. Especially if this channel is growing a little bit faster, that would be awesome in the future. Okay, we seem to get some traction right now. Good morning guys, I hope you're doing great. I want this to be an Ask Me Anything, so if you guys have any questions regarding fitness, nutrition, mindset and health, then just post it down below here in the comments. I'm here to help you. It's a free consultation. You know, I usually charge for my services here at Quality Gains, it should be somewhere here. And I'm here to help you. If you have any questions regarding fitness, nutrition, mindset and health, I'm doing frequent YouTube videos, but I'm also, a few of you guys know this, I'm a certified fitness instructor, certified online coach, all those good stuff, e-cornell, plant-based nutrition, graduate. So if you want to have your questions answered, I mean, this is the best part. Otherwise, go to qualitygains.com. Okay. Check in from North Carolina. Good morning, Angel, Louis, Vegan. Hope you're doing great. Probably it's a Louis. Verdant Hour, Netherlands, checking in. Good morning, or like good evening, probably in your time. It's like Netherlands is probably like 1 or 2 a.m. man. It's like 6 hours. Let's check the time for the Netherlands. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. that's a real commitment, man. Verdant Hour, you're awesome. You're absolutely awesome. Guys, I'm here to, yeah, it's 2 a.m. Yeah, guys, I'm here to help you. So if you have any questions, probably the best way I can help you with is like fitness, health, or so. I'm currently working on a reaction video about Arnold Schwarzenegger. If he's vegan or if he's not vegan, because the Game Changers movie actually claimed that he was like minimizing animal products. Like he did a men's health video regarding, oh, the air conditioning is turning on also. He did a men's health video showing his fridge, and he wasn't as vegan as some of us may have thought. So this was kind of a bummer, but I actually expected him to not be 100% vegan, simply because I know the traits, personality traits that Arnie has, like because I was a fan of him and I watched Pumping Iron a couple of times. So be tuned for that video. That video will be quite cool. I'll be focusing more on reaction videos in the future because you guys seem to really like this, and they get way more traction than like if I post regular videos. So I'll probably post more reaction videos. That's what you guys seem to enjoy. So I mean, I'm throwing this party for you guys here. Yep. Okay, let's check what you guys are writing. Have you seen Bobby's perspective new bashing video of Earthling at It's Pure Cancer? Man, to be honest, like all videos of Bobby are. Now, the newer videos. I must say the newer videos, because the old videos of Bobby were quite cool. But if you take a look at the newer videos of Bobby, they're all cancer. They all cancer like this. I mean, it was so painful doing the video series review of Airfling ad when Bobby posted it. It was like 3 series of like 30-40 minutes, and I had to watch through it all. And just like, I'm not sure if it was like cognitive dissonance or just stupidity that really annoyed me very much. And afterwards I remember I was going to sleep after finishing that video and thought like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? What the fuck am I doing with my life? I'll never do this again. I will never do this again. Just because it was, yeah, the video annoyed me. The video annoyed me. So I think I will not watch it. And if I will do a reaction video of the video, it will definitely be quite aggressive, probably, just because it's so painful to do that shit. So yeah, I think Bobby might just be doing it for views, or maybe a mushroom told him to do so. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that it's really shit. So it's really shit action. Yes, that's totally biased. Man, like, you guys don't seem to understand how much work Ed puts into veganism, pushing it further. And if I see that like some people bash him of like not setting up his Unity Diner in like a charity. I mean, it doesn't need to be a charity for him to give like profits away or to be like a non-profit. So I think it also gives you like more control. I think Ed is like one of the greatest actors that we currently see on the vegan scene. It may be turning out like in 2-3 years that he's like a scumbag in disguise and just focus on profits. But like what the evidence that we have right now is that like Ed is a great guy. Ed is a great guy and is doing everything that he can. Like, have you seen his van that just recently, I think he bought a van where he gives out free Unity diners on like animal rights marches, or he tours cross country and he gives out free Unity diners. I mean, who is doing that? This is Mother Teresa kind of shit. I mean, the thing is like, and then Bobby talked about Eddie living in London. Why would you live in London? Because it's so expensive. Dude, look at how much work he does. Look at how much work Ed does. I mean, it's beyond my comprehension why somebody would think that Ed is a scam just because of the evidence that we currently have. I mean, again, like in 3-4 years, this might all change to a different perspective. But right now, what we currently have, like what you currently see on the vegan marketplace, is like that Ed is one of the best actors that we have. So yeah, sorry for a little bit of rambling. I just want to give this point across because I think it's crucial. I think Ed is doing a very great job. Okay, let's check. Okay, Louis, what do you write? Uh, yes, Louis Evans. First of all, a great step in going vegetarian. I hope people are not bashing you right now because you're vegetarian and not vegan. I think it's a great step in the right direction. Louis, I hope you will go vegan at some point. Obviously, this is like my hidden again agenda, because for my part at least, like the step from meat eating to vegetarian was way harder than the step from vegetarian to vegan, in my opinion. Because the hardest thing to give up for me was chicken. Chicken was the hardest thing to give up. So I think you're already like 3/4 way through, Louis, and I think it really helps you. And to see that you have like benefits from going vegetarian is awesome. Thoughts on vegan junk food? I don't eat it. My wife still eats some sweet vegan cakes and cookies once and a while. Yeah, the thing is, like, I think vegan junk food is beneficial for people that are starting on this journey and don't want to be deprived of certain pleasures that they had while being a meat eater, while being an omni. But honestly, like, my diet is 99% clean. I rarely like eat out, I rarely snack junk food, I rarely do anything like that is not beneficial for my performance or for my health. So, but I might be a little bit of an anomaly here, and I'm just doing this because it works for me. But like honestly, I think back how much I snacked as a meat eater and how much shit I ate as a meat eater. Like sometimes when I was going to my father's house, like my parents are divorced, but when we were like going on the weekends to my father doesn't really care about nutrition. He's nonetheless like a very great guy. But we had like donuts and an energy drink for breakfast. Donuts and an energy drink. And like lunch was always chicken and pasta. And then dinner we went to McDonald's. So remember, like I ate a couple of shit back in my days as a meat eater. So I think it's better if you don't eat junk food, obviously, but man, if your wife enjoys some junk food, then so be it. I mean, it depends on your goals that you have. Only Bobby can say vegans for fruits and vegetables. Yeah, it's like the biggest threat that we currently have, fruits and vegetables, according to the Global Burden of Disease study. Sup y'all, sup C-Man, I hope you're doing great, man. I hope you're doing great. So let's check if you have some more questions. I'll just go through the top chat right here. I have some coffee in a glass cup, which is quite awesome. So I'm having a house party where I showcase all the best vegan food. Like any recommendations, like recipes or store-bought vegan foods, I could recommend, even if I have to buy it off Amazon. So the first thing when you're doing a party is you need to know your guests, man. You need to know your guests. If your guests are like, because you're not doing the party for yourself, you're doing the party for your guests, for your target demographic. Which means if your guests are like fully vegan, I will present them different food than if you have like omnis. And you need to know like which kind of food they would expect. So let's say you go to a friend's party. What do you expect? Like if it's a dinner party and if you're a meat eater, you probably expect some meat. But if you're a vegan, which means you have to present them with some meat alternatives. Good meat alternatives are like seitan or tofu, but probably seitan, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, is a little bit better because it tastes better, in my opinion, than tofu. It tastes more similar to meat, probably, as far as I can tell. So really, you need to know like who your guests are, and then think about, hey, which kind of food would they expect, and then present it to them like in a vegan fashion. It's way better if like at the end of the day you can be like, hey, all the thing they just ate is vegan and you didn't really know it. And be like, when they're coming in, you're like, okay, this is vegan, this is my vegan stuff, this is my vegan stuff. That's not as cool as just at the end of the day you be like, hey, have you seen something in the food that you just said it's all vegan? So know your guests and then adjust the food to fit their needs. If this makes sense. Yes, I eat out rarely. I just landed in Ho Chi Minh City 2 days ago, actually on the 14th. It's right now the 16th, so I'm probably some hours advanced. And I landed in Ho Chi Minh City, and I was going for a noodle soup with broccoli. That's what my goal was. And I went into a restaurant, which is like a Chinese restaurant, and they had like on their menu they had like a noodle with broccoli, and I was like, okay, that's perfect. I want this one, noodle with broccoli. And what they gave me was like a meat soup with some crackers and a salad. What was a salad and some cheese stuff? And I was like, fuck, this is not what I ordered. And then I talked with my host that I'm currently staying with, and he told me, hey, listen, if you go to Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, there's one rule that you need to have, is that like people, the translations are never correct. So if you want to have vegan food, then you need to tell them that you're vegetarian in Vietnamese, which actually means Jai. Jai means vegetarian in Vietnamese. So I needed to learn, and I ended up only eating like the salad and the crackers in the restaurant, and just like gave them the meat soup back, like all the cheese stuff, because like yeah, it's a challenge. I mean, it's probably easier to eat out like in America or so, or like even in Switzerland, where I come from. But it's like a huge challenge down here in Vietnam. So, let's see if you guys have any more questions. Thoughts on high fruit diet with some vegan protein powder, i.e. legends and cooked to be a back daily also, but almost half of my diet is fruits. The thing is, I will probably not go with a high fruit diet. Like, it can make sense to some degrees, but you have to take a look at the fiber content and make sure that you have tons of like green vegetables and whole grains. I would recommend like the daily dozen, and that Dr. Greger has, which is like the most up to date with the scientific literature. But even like the diet that you have, that you follow right now, Angel, is, you have to realize it's like better than 99% of what people eat. So even if your diet is, in my opinion, like with the high fruit diet, I would probably not base my entirety, like a ton of my diet on fruits. But it's still better than 99% of the people that you probably find online or in real life. Just make sure that you supplement with vitamin B12 and with vitamin D3. I would also make sure that you put all your fruits, at least for a couple of days, on chronometer, so you see that you hit all your micronutrient intake, all your macronutrients, be on the level that you want to be. These are my thoughts on high fruit diets. I think I never had stinky tofu, and it doesn't sound like something I would like to try, George, because it's stinky. I mean, is this a running gag, or is this actually like a thing with stinky tofu? Yes, chai is vegetarian in Vietnamese, but it's the same thing actually. The thing is, they don't have a word for vegan. My host told me. My host is Vietnamese. But the vegetarian seems to be like the same thing in Vietnamese, because these people rarely eat like dairy. So it's the same thing, and if it's like something different, you obviously see it, you know. So it's just the best way to go around in Vietnamese. In Vietnam, if you ever go to Vietnam, the word that you need to know is chai, because it means vegetarian, but it's like the same thing with vegan down here. It's extremely easy to eat vegan in restaurants here in Canada. Yeah, that's quite cool. I've never been to Canada actually, but I want to visit Toronto sometime in the future, because I think it's quite a cool country, and I met some cool people down here from Canada. Like, people from Canada are usually very nice, and they say excuse me a lot, but which I think is like a very cool trait to have in the modern world, where like we are ending up in a very brash society. So I really appreciate the guys from Canada, and I think I think I'll go to Canada in the future. Vietnamese cuisine is really rich in healthy herbs, but fish sauce gets put everywhere. Yeah, I recently realized this when I bought like a tomato sauce, and I didn't realize it had like 0.5% of fish in there, which is like we have like a chef in this house, like the house that I'm living in. He's one of the hosts, and he told me, hey, I don't want to be intrusive, but I checked your tomato sauce, and you have 0.5% fish in there. Do you realize that? And I was like, no, that's shit. That's shit. I didn't realize that. So what I didn't eat it. Obviously, I was going for tomatoes, and I changed it. But like my breakfast is always oats and soy milk. The only thing I really have to be aware of is lunch, but lunch I'm eating here in the house. It's like a co-working space. And at dinner I probably just find, I used to use like Grab, which is like an app where you can order food, but I think I'll just find like a cool restaurant in my proximity where I can go. I'm not really trying out new stuff. Like my entire existence down here is like based on working and becoming better. Reading more, learning more. Yesterday I've been reading about weightlifting. Again, I've been focusing on diet in the last couple of weeks and months, but I've been reading a cool post about weightlifting, and which shows you like what really matters is like the volume on a weekly basis, and that you progress with the volume, which is obvious for most advanced weightlifters. But it also told me that like one of the key parts in seeing more results is frequency. Like the more you train, the more you seem to train, like 5 to 6 times, usually the better results you end up having. I'm gonna try this out. Actually, I'll be going today to the gym and probably try to go to the gym like 6 times a week again to see my benefits, because I realized in the last couple of months I was slacking with my fitness results. I just had no energy left to go to the gym because I was so drained from like doing this YouTube quality gain stuff that you see right here. The current plans have like 15-minute Skype sessions in them, or like it's not on Skype, it's on Whereby, video chat sessions, so they're like very time consuming. So I spend a lot of time just helping you guys, helping my clients. But I want to make fitness like a big part of my life again. I get nutritional yeast B12 on all my soups. Yeah, that's probably cool, but honestly I would just go on the safe side if it comes to B12, because B12 can really fuck you up, and because it's a neurological, it attacks your neurological system, which means it attacks your brain. And I would not fuck with that. So supplement with B12, it's very cheap. You pay like 20 bucks or so for 2 months. It's the cheapest supplement that I could find. And yeah, even found like a supplement in Malaysia, a B12 supplement, because I just ran out of supplements a month ago or so, like 2 weeks ago, and that's why I changed it. Stinky tofu from Asian countries. No, I've never tried it. I've never tried stinky tofu, but I have to make sure. Maybe I tried it and I don't know anymore. That's could be one of the reasons. But honestly, I never tried stinky tofu. Quality gains. Do you think the vegan diet has improved your skin? Just anecdotally, I've seen a lot of vegan in real life that have really paper-thin skin. I am vegan, by the way. So, I think, I actually don't think that the vegan diet has improved my skin very much, to be honest. Also, like a lot of vegans that you see online, like the bodybuilder, the biggest improvements that this guy actually had was from raw Accutane, taking Accutane, which is like a drug that removes the acne, like the most efficient drug when it comes to acne. And it's actually also what I took just like 1 year ago or so. And just in my case, I've seen great improvements, because the thing is, I had pimples on a daily basis before. I had huge cysts on my back, like I remember when I was a heavy meat eater in Thailand, I was going to a pool. I want to have like a back shot, you know. I was sitting on the pool and I put the camera in the back, so it takes a picture of my back. And I just took a couple of pictures, like I was sitting on the pool, like getting into poses, yeah, cool stuff. And then I went back to the camera and I realized that I was like, fuck, what the fuck is happening? Because my whole back was full of acne. My whole back was full of acne, like I had really bad acne. When I was a meat eater in Thailand, but even like when I changed to a vegan diet, I think what really helped with my acne was just like getting older and then taking the Roaccutane treatment. And Roaccutane really helped me by eliminating all the acne that I have on my shoulders and on my back. I still have some acne scars right here. So it's yeah, acne for some months, acne has really fucked my life up. So that's why I took Roaccutane. It's not like an affiliate link or so. It's just what helped me, and it's just what helped most people that suffer with acne. To be honest, and there's some bad evidence out there which is like, oh no, you shouldn't take the drug. But if you take a look at the evidence, it's first of all one of the most efficient drugs there is, one of the most widespread drugs there is, and one of the best drugs there is. So just to give you some overview of that one. Right now I still got, like, depending on how much I sleep, how good I eat, and how much stress I do have, I still get like some slight pimples. So there's like one small right here, and I got like one on here, depending on the day. So it doesn't eliminate all of your acne, but it eliminates like the biggest motherfuckers on your skin. Yeah. So yes, I've actually watched the Frank Tufano workout video, and it's a really bad workout video. It would be hands down probably one of the stupidest videos I've seen in the last couple of months. And guys, what like the good news about the Frank Tufano workout video is that we realize right now that Frank Tufano doesn't have like a couple of cult followers which are stupid as fuck, because actually there's a quite good, like quite bad like-to-dislike ratio, which just shows us that the Frank Tufano followers aren't blind sheep. And one of the biggest mistakes I've seen in the video is that Frank used his rotator cuffs. Like, usually when you're doing an exercise like the chest exercise, first of all, chest press is like the bench press. It's one of the best exercises that you do for your chest development. And second of all is when you're doing like a butterfly or so, you always keep your shoulders back. You keep your shoulders retracted, because there's a rule that if you train your chest, your not sure how it is called in English, but generally your shoulder stays the same. And if you train your back, your shoulder stays the same. Also, this movement is not optimal. You always fix your shoulders while doing a certain exercise. Okay. Yeah, I think acne is a difficult topic because there's a huge genetic factor involved in acne. I remember like one of the first things my father told me is, remember, acne will go away. Remember, acne will go away. Because my father suffered from severe acne when he was younger, and it probably fucked him up, like not fucked him up, but it fucked him psychologically. So that's one of the first advices that he gave me. I was a teenager and he told me, hey, remember, acne will go away, son. Okay. Do you prefer weights or calisthenics? I actually prefer weights, first of all, because it's way easier to progress while training. Like if you have a machine, or if you have a chest press or a bench press, progression, which is a progressive overload, which researchers agree is one of the most key components of building muscle in the long term. It's way easier to add like a 5 pound plate on each side of a bench press than going from a 2-hand push-ups to like a 1-hand push-up. So that's why I prefer weights, just because it's way easier to progress, but this doesn't mean that you can't progress in calisthenics. It's just generally a little bit harder in my experience. Does daily cardiovascular exercise, 1 hour elliptical treadmill stair climber, interfere with muscle building? So generally you can do cardiovascular exercise every day, depending on your intensity. If it's a high intensity training, if you're training for a marathon, then probably to some degree it can interfere with your muscle building. Just because it is fucking up your neurological system and your recovery periods for the weightlifting. But usually it improves, like if it's on a low intensity basis, it increases your blood flow, so it probably even helps with your recovery. What B12 or D supplementation would you recommend? Also, how many grams of protein average male vegan get for decent gains? So B12, I would recommend a sublingual spray. So the spray that you just spray under your tongue, because I think B12 is still a massive issue in most vegans. And like in my part, my B12 levels were actually quite low when I supplemented with B12 tablets, and I got them up with sublingual spray. And D-supplementation, I simply you just go to Amazon or so and Google vitamin D3 vegan, and then you just take the first one, or like the most cost-effective one. It isn't that hard. It isn't that hard, in my opinion. Cook with the soap. Okay, the acne topic. It's clear quality gains, just jealous of the beautiful faces Frank makes with grace through his lifts, because Frank is perfect form. Yeah, I mean, it's like Frank looks like such a boy. That's I think Frank is like very strong narcissistic traits. Like just if you take a look at this intro, it's like Frank marbled out of bronze, Frank marbled out of steel, or like out of rock or stone. It's it makes no sense in my opinion. Yeah, it makes no sense in my opinion. Yeah, I mean Frank is definitely a character. My favorite high-calorie foods, one of my favorite high-calorie foods are smoothies, obviously. Smoothies because they go around your satiety index, because usually your body determines if you feel satiated based on how much you chew a certain food, and also the expansion of your stomach. But obviously if you drink it in liquid calories, it doesn't know as much, like it doesn't analyze or realize that how much calories are coming in. So smoothie is my favorite food, and then I'll probably go for dried fruits. Both foods are high in calories and high in carbohydrates, which means they give you some extra energy when you're training in the gym. So guys, I probably will be staying here for about 10 more minutes or so, because I got some stuff to do and I need to go to the gym afterwards. If you want to work more closely with me, you can go to qualitygains.com. Right now we offer a $9 product. You can join an exclusive group of vegans. You get a 15-minute live video chat session with me, similar to this one right here, where we talk solely about your goals. It is one way to kickstart your vegan journey, and in my opinion this is literally a no-brainer. It's one of the easiest way to get in shape, in my opinion. It's just going into a community of like-minded people and getting like results in the gym by minimizing carbs. Because the truth is, most of you guys are probably on a journey or in the gym, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're likely wasting your time. That's just the nature of it. If you don't know what you're doing, you're likely wasting your time, as I've been wasting my time in the gym before. And the thing is, if you want to see the fastest results, and if you want to see the best results, you need to get into an environment of people that are on the same mission as you, and you need to follow a proven blueprint, a proven structure to get to your results. And that's why I offered this program. See, my previous programs were like more than $100 all the freaking time. But I just offered this $9 program because it's like one of the easiest way for you to get in shape. And it's, in my opinion, it's an absolute no-brainer. So if you want to start right now, go to qualitygains.com. It shows you all the process, it shows you how it works. You can learn more about it. I put a link on it in the description. It's it's probably the easiest way to get in shape in 2019. Race level asked. Race level. First of all, you're awesome. I think you're awesome. You're always in my live streams, and I'm really glad that you're back. I'm sorry that we got like in a small argument last time. I actually felt bad about it. You obviously had some good points with Charlie, but you have to understand that Charlie's my friend. That's why I throw you out for like 5 minutes or so. But it's awesome to have you back. Quality Gains, really love your psychoanalytic videos. How did you come to be so on point on with your analysis? The thing is that you have to read a lot. Yujiro, I think it's Yujiro, it's probably Japanese. Is this like the character from the Baki the Grappler movie? Let's check. Yujiro. Baki the Yes, it's actually Yujiro. But I'm not sure if this is like your real name, but you're using this one from the series. I came so on point with my analysis because I read a lot. I read a lot of freaking books in my free time. I aim to finish like 1 to 2 books a week. Sometimes it's even 3 books if I feel especially productive. So you have to learn a lot. And you learn the best by either reading 2 audiobooks or like reading normal books or listening to audiobooks, Or you can just like find YouTube videos that explain it to you, but usually books are the easiest form and the most proficient way of learning anything faster. Because the thing is, like, every stupid idiot can publish a YouTube video. But it takes some time to write like a 200-page book. So that's the way I see it. The best way to get better in literally anything you want to achieve or that you want to do is by reading books and then go out and do it. Do you eat oats? Yes, I do eat oats. It's like my standard breakfast. Oats and soy milk with banana on top. That's like the classic that I eat every single morning, essentially. It's cost effective, it's cheap, it's easy to make. It takes you like 1 minute or like 30 seconds to have some oats and put some soy milk in there. It's probably one of the best ways to start your morning. It doesn't take much willpower and it's tasty food if you have a great soy milk. So yeah. I tried the whole 5 minutes, I was in timeout, let's never fight again, let's get back to how things were at the time on the beach. Yes, race level. I still remember that beach that we were together in Kuala Lumpur. It's quite awesome. Yes, absolutely, I'm just kidding. So guys, if you have any more questions, I'll probably be leaving in the next 5 minutes. Because I got some shit to do. So if you want to know more about fitness, nutrition, mindset and health without signing up for my coaching packages, then just ask your question down here. I will answer it the best way I possibly can. And I hope to help you on your journey to more and smarter gains. I just have to check if the air conditioning is working properly right now. Because the sun is coming up right now. Vietnam is quite hot, it's like 30 degrees or so, 30 degrees Celsius, but we are right now in the rainy season. So yeah. Let's check if you guys have any more questions. Yeah, and it's also hot because it's probably my coffee in my glass cup. You are a great content creator. Thank you so much, Angel. You're awesome. I'm doing this stuff for you, and obviously, it's a lie probably if I tell you, oh, I'm just doing this stuff for you. Obviously, like, it's a mutual beneficial relationship. I do the stuff that you enjoy and also like hope that it brings me forward in some way. So thanks so much, Angel. Thank you for tuning in. I aim to get better over time, so probably my stuff will be better in the next couple of months or years. So hope you enjoy. What is your favorite non-vegan YouTube channel? I really enjoy like those polymatter videos and the Wendover productions. And I also like Cosmic Skeptic is quite cool. His interview with Peter Singer, although it's like, yeah, he's vegan now, but like not all of his stuff is like related to veganism. But probably one of my favorite ones is actually like Wendover Productions. I'll write it down. It's like a very good channel because it explains you some topics like or like how is it GCP Grey. These are like quite cool YouTube channels, and I'm not sure, they're probably not vegan, but I just explain you stuff in a very simplistic way and very interesting way. They're very well made. Do you take pre-workout? I actually don't take pre-workout. Doesn't mean that it is not beneficial. I used to take like beta-alanine and citrulline back in Switzerland, but my usual pre-workout was just coffee, the plain old coffee. So that's quite cool. I mean, caffeine is probably one of the most effective substances that you can have before training, and it's also probably one of the most cheapest pre-workout supplements that you can get. Okay, guys, I respond to 2 more questions, and then I will be leaving. So if you guys want to have your questions answered without going to qualitygains.com, then please ask them right now, because I'll be leaving in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So who would win in a boxing fight, KSI or Logan Paul? I mean, did they like fight already? I mean, they fight already, like that. They had a draw, as far as I know. So, but I probably would say that KSI is probably the better fighter, because Logan Paul is just like a psycho. So probably KSI, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, guys, I respond to 1 more question. So if you want to get your question answered, just post it down below. I don't rip you off apart if it's like a question that I don't agree with. And just stay here for the next 2 minutes. Okay, raise lever. Then you the last question. Who would win the fight? Ask yourself or Frank Tufano? I don't know, man. I don't think Frank Tufano could hurt anyone, despite like some innocent cattle, innocent cows that he hurts on a daily basis. So I probably think it's ask yourself. Yes, guys, I've seen Frank Tufano's latest workout video. It's absolutely horrible. It's a stupid video, and I would not spend time watching the video because it's stupid as fuck. Okay, guys, I'll write my website in here, qualitygains.com. If you guys want to have help along your journey, check out my website. It's we offer $9 products, and you can start from $9. It's an exclusive group, and video chat with yours truly. Perfect. So guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'll be moving off right now. I posted my website down below, so if you want to get real workout advice, not like Frank Tufano type of workout advice, and vegan advice on your journey, I consider signing up for $9. I think it's one of the best offers that you currently see online. I mean, different YouTubers, I don't know, I don't want to name call them, but they charge like $50, $100 for a 30-minute Skype session. But in those $9, there's actually like a 50-minute consultation involved. So it's one of the best options that you can get on the market, like the best option in my opinion to get in your best shape. It's a ridiculous price. We will increase the price in the next couple of months to probably $14, $15 or even more expensive once the 100 limited spots have run out. So if you want to get in your best shape, consider signing up on qualitygains.com. I also put a link down here. I'm the founder and the coach, obviously, so I'm here to help you get into best shape. Okay guys, I wish you a great day. Have a nice Sunday, depending on your time zone, or if you're in Norway or in the Netherlands still, then have a nice Monday morning. Okay guys, see you. Thanks for being awesome.